now recognize the chairman of the full committee for his opening statement, Mr. Jordan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Who decides? That's the fundamental question. Who gets to make the call? Is it the guy whose name was on the ballot, or is it some bureaucrat? Is it the guy who got 77 million votes, or some district judge? The left always says, trust the bureaucrat, trust the judge. It's the Faucis, it's the Boasbergs who get to make the call. After all, they're the experts. They're smarter than we the people. They're smarter than all us hillbillies in flyover country who voted for President Trump. Trust them. That's not how it works. We the people have the power. And you know what's interesting? For all the left's talk about democracy, they don't really trust it. Last summer, they kicked their nominee off the ballot without a vote, without an election, and they put someone else on the ballot without a vote, without an election. So of course they like some judge issuing orders or injunctions that stop the head of the executive branch from doing what he said he was going to do when he ran for the job and when the American people elected him. Think about it. Here in D.C., an elected judge thinks she's better equipped to determine military readiness than the commander-in-chief. An unelected judge in California thinks he gets to decide how many probationary employees work in the executive branch, not the guy who was elected to run the executive branch. Another unelected federal district judge here in D.C. thinks he gets to decide how long illegal gang member terrorists stay in our country, not the president, not the commander-in-chief. And now that same judge gets randomly assigned the Hexeth case, and he'll get to determine who the Secretary of Defense can talk to and how he has to do it, not the president. I think Americans see through this all. They know Representative Iss's legislation is exactly what's needed. They know who they elected, and they want him to make decisions that affect the executive branch, that affect our country. So I want to thank our chairman, Mr. Issa and Mr. Roy, for this hearing. I want to thank Mr. Issa for his bill. Mr. Schmidt, a member of our committee, who we put an amendment, his amendment on that bill, which I think makes it even stronger. We passed that legislation 4 weeks ago. It's going to be on the floor tomorrow. It's going to pass the House. I want to thank our witnesses for being here. Ms. Romero, what you've went through, thank you for coming. And of course, Speaker Gingrich, for your half a century of service to the Constitution and the country, thank you for joining us. That is the question, though. Who decides? The individuals that we the people elect, or someone else? I yield back.
Gentlemen.